Hey friends, it's me. Welcome back to the channel. I'm so happy to see you as usual. If you're new, my name is Quenby. I am a part-time reseller, though I do put a lot of hours in. I've been selling on eBay for 15 years. I've sold pretty much everywhere. I sell on Poshmark now, on Whatnot. I've sold on ThredUp, on Etsy. And today's video is very different than my usual content. Usually on the channel, I share my joys of thrifting with you. I shop a lot at the Goodwill Outlet bins here in Northern California, where I go to the bins and buy clothing for my reselling business, and I share all about that. But this is more of a real talk, let's chat video about what is happening with the state of eBay in the summer of 2026. Like I said, I've been selling many years on eBay, and this is the worst summer that I have ever had in many years. I went and looked at my numbers right before recording this video for the last 2 years back, and my sales have dropped approximately 40%. And I just want to talk about why that may be. This is a video that is my personal opinion, sharing my experience, so take it with a grain of salt. Some you may agree with, some you may not. I'm just one reseller sharing my experience. Maybe it'll help you, maybe it'll validate you. Feel free to leave your own thoughts and opinions respectfully down in the comments. So not everybody, I'm sure, is experiencing a very slow eBay summer. Maybe you're doing great. If you are, you might be the exception, because every platform I go on, whether it's Instagram or YouTube, people are going, where are the sales? What is happening? So I thought I'd share a few ideas of what might be happening. Feel free to share your own. I first want to address the very real issue called summer slowdown. Most resellers have shared over the years that during the summer, they don't get as many online sales. So we'll factor that in. But this is different even than summer slowdown. I think it goes beyond that. And I will share that I'm an outlier, usually in the summer, that my sales have always been the best over the summer because my other job as a psychotherapist slows down, kids are out of school, my families are on vacation, it's a quiet, restful summer for me. So I've been able to do more thrifting and more selling. So my summer, my June, July, and August are often my best sales months of the year. And it's simply because I'm doubling down. So I haven't experienced summer slowdown in the past, but it is a very real thing. Many people have talked about that. I am doing the same thing that I usually do. I am someone who lists 10 items a day, 7 days a week, very consistently. Do I miss an occasional day for a holiday or something? Yes, I do. But I'm a seller that believes that consistent listing means consistent sales. The more you list, the more you sell. Kind of, there's no magic formulas for being successful reselling. I believe, in my personal experience and opinion, that it's consistency. Show up every day or as often as you decide you're going to and list as many items as you decide. So I'm a 10 a day, and I've been doing that all summer. If I can list 12, if I have the extra time and the draft's done, I list 12, but it's a minimum 10 a day every day. I've probably missed a few days for like my son's birthday or whatever, but, and so why would I have this massive drop given that I'm still doing my 10 a day, sometimes a few more? I think there could be many things going on. Here are some of the things I've thought of. I talked about this in what I call a water cooler moment. If you're new to my videos, that's when I just talk off the cuff and drink water and hang out with people during my thrift haul videos. I talked about this a couple weeks back, that I think shipping really does have a lot to do with it, because I think shipping has changed and is currently changing. I also think competition is a problem. So these two tie together. Let me explain what I'm thinking about that. There are some other platforms that are, I feel like, doing very well right now. eBay's competition. There's Vinted. A lot of people are selling on Depop, which I think eBay bought Depop acquired very recently. Those two platforms that are building up steam have free shipping. eBay does not have free shipping. You can offer it, but I don't know anyone who does anymore. And shipping has become so expensive. I mean, I used to be able to ship back in the day for like $2.99. No, I can't get anything. Now, I'm in California. I'm on one side of the coast, so keep that in mind. I can't ship anything for under $7.99. That's my lowest shipping right now is $7.99 to like $15.49. And I think people don't like high shipping. Do you? And we have things like Amazon. I'm an Amazon Prime member. I pay, what is it, like $120 a year to get free shipping on Amazon, and it is fast shipping. So I do think there's a psychology here. There's a mindset of people want free shipping, people want inexpensive shipping, and they want very fast shipping. Look at how all shipping now on these platforms, Whatnot just changed, Postmark changed, not doing priority anymore. It's ground advantage. So people are getting slower shipping and in general, okay, maybe a day or two, but still, they're getting slower shipping and they're paying a lot more for it. I don't like paying a lot for shipping. Now, listen, do we cannot compare eBay to Amazon. They're totally different. But does the average buyer, the regular person who's not a reseller, let's say, really think about that? Like, oh, it's eBay, not Amazon, so I expect it's going to take a lot longer. They might, but if they're waiting a week for their package, and me living in California on one side of the coast, if I'm shipping over to Florida, it's taking 5 to 7 days for them to get their package. And suddenly, instead of paying $4.99 shipping, now it costs more like $8.99. So I think people are feeling that. That's one of my theories about why. I think the competition is another theory. There's a lot more platforms really stepping up. eBay's always been the biggest, but there's other platforms really stepping onto the scene. So a little tip, if you're not selling anywhere else, and it took me a while to do this, consider diversifying. And I'll talk at the end of the video about what I think we can do. Um, I also think on eBay, and this is very controversial, so I'm taking a risk here talking about it. And I'm not going to edit this video because I just want to talk with you, real honest, regular, genuine talk with you. So if there's bloopers or it doesn't come out right, sorry, I'm doing the best I can over here. I think promoted listings, which has been controversial, and in January 2026, eBay changed yet again how they do promoted listings. I think that's changing the game too. I think there are some big sellers. That's another thing. There's big sellers really dominating the market now. It's not just you and me, little side sellers. There's a ton of big, big sellers. So there's competition, not even on other platforms, but on the eBay platform is competitive. But I think the promoted listing thing has really changed things for sellers. I used to promote. I There's so many strategies. So watch other videos here on YouTube. I'm not getting into it. Watch other videos on strategies for using promoted, okay? I used to not promote in the beginning, but if I had stale or older listings that were sitting around, I wanted to get them move, I would do promoted listings then. I have not been doing promoted listings from January, but a lot of people are doing like dynamic rate, and I think it's become the norm to promote on eBay and pay an extra 5, 10, 15% to get your item sold. And that's on top of you might be offering a coupon or a sale or an offer. It's just a lot. I think in that regard, reselling is getting harder. And we each have to figure out what we're going to do around that. So I think there are some people promoting at very high rates and willing to pay an extra 15% on top of eBay fees, on top of any of the other things. And they're probably getting their listings up to the top of search in the algorithm, and they're probably taking a lot of our sales. Somebody like me, I have about 3,000 items listed, and that's because I've sold so long, and I'd like to have less, but I have about 3,000 items. I consider myself a little seller. If you've got anything, the bigger sellers have tens of thousands of items. So I consider myself kind of a smaller seller. So I think people that can afford to promote at high rates and pay to be on the top of the search are, kind of taking more sales from the little fish, little guys like us. So that's some of my ideas about what might be going on. I'd love to hear yours. And I just want to also offer just validation, understanding. Yes, this is a real thing happening. I don't think it's because you're doing poorly as a reseller. I think a lot of us are feeling the pinch that eBay has really kind of gone downhill. Um, so we're with you. You're not alone. I want to tell you that. But what can we do about it? Well, I think we have a lot of decisions to make. I mentioned one, which is if you're only selling on eBay and you've been a die-hard eBay person, I was that person for a long time, consider cross-posting. It's become so easy now. With a click of a button, you can take whatever listings you have on eBay and bring them over to Depop, Macari, Whatnot, Poshmark, all the places, Vinted, Grailed, there's tons of them. Consider, because listen, for the first time in my reselling career, I'm making more sales and more money on Poshmark than eBay. That has never happened. I've always said eBay's the king, it's the bigger platform, more customers, more opportunities to make sales. But I've come around, and thank goodness I'm selling on Posh, because I really need that supplement of income that I get from Poshmark now. So consider it. Even if you were like, no, just try and open your mind. I use NIFTY cross posting. They make it so easy. Don't worry about spending the $70 a month, or I pay $100 because I have a big store, but you'll make that up in a few good sales. So in my opinion, it's really, really worth it. Diversify. Get on, if you're only on eBay and Poshmark, maybe you get on Depop. Okay, so that's one solution to this eBay problem. And then the other thing is, I think, you're not doing anything wrong, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep listing consistently, keep buying the best items you can, keep pricing them competitively. If you really feel in the pinch and you rely on this for your income, you got to list more to make up. Like if this was my only income, I'd be like, shoot, I can't get away with 10 a day. I need to do 15 or 20 a day to make what I used to make. So you might need to do that. Does that stink? Yes. Yes, it does, but that might be the solution. Like, I didn't experience summer slowdown because I listed way more in the summer than any other time, so I got that boost. So you may need to do that. That might be, we make less money doing more. That's just kind of the reality. Or maybe consider that promoting on eBay, even if you didn't want to, but if you need that money to pay your bills, maybe you have to do it. So research promoted listings a little bit. You can send out more aggressive offers. If usually you wait a month, maybe send them out sooner. If you usually send out 10%, maybe do 15 or 20. And I know people are groaning like, I don't want to give eBay any more money with promoted listings. I hear you, you're preaching to the choir. I'm just saying we may have to adapt to changing circumstances on eBay that we do not appreciate, that we're kind of mad is happening, that we don't like, that's not fair. You gotta go ahead, have your feelings, have it out, and then do what you have to do. Okay? And maybe do some extra things. Like, I sell on many different platforms. I got on Whatnot. I've been selling on Whatnot live selling the last few months. I didn't ever think I'd do that, but I'm doing well on there, and I'm so glad I did. So keep an open mind. Keep an open mind. Don't stay stuck in your ways. Don't say, I'm just going to do what I've always done. I'm not paying any more money. I'm not doing anything different. This stink. It's like, okay, where's that getting you? So you may need to open your mind to things that you weren't considering before. Dip your toe in, give it a try, let your business grow, try some new and different things. You can't just do the same thing. It'll turn around in the fall, get busier, sure, but we're still going to have the same problems, I think. Maybe they won't be as magnified because it's not summer, but this is the reality now, so I think we have to kind of get on board, okay, guys? So thanks for listening to my little video chatting with my opinions. Please come back for a fun video where I'm at the bins, drinking my matcha, at home, showing you the best brands and styles. I'd love to see you, so please subscribe and come back for another video. And thank you, and I look forward to respectfully chatting with you about all these things in the comments. Bye, guys.